Hi everyone, it's your boy Zach, and I have fucked up the lawn in a way that is indescribable. At least certain portions of it. Some parts are great, but honestly, sometimes I don't think it's my fault. I think some areas, even though they look like they get the same amount of sunlight, the sun is bouncing off of something. There's also a portion in the backyard where there's like an easement for a utilities cable. And I think there's like a field that goes off from the cable, and it just like nothing can grow there. I've completely tilled and planted it like 4 times, and just it'll start and then it'll just die. But anyway, I just listened to 2 videos back to back on YouTube. One by Perch and one by a bread tuber. Bread tubers are anti-SJWs who use the same tactics. So they'll be very abrasive. They'll do these like clickbait thumbnails, and they justify it that they think the other side is evil, so they get to do it. And there's a lot of that going around, and it's always wrong. It's always wrong. So Perch was talking about Fantastic Four, and he has a contact at Disney. And he has a contact at Disney because he used to work at Disney, and he maintains friendships. So he was talking to a guy he worked with at Disney when he worked at Disney, who still works at Disney, that said they're happy with Fantastic Four, the movie from 2025, because it made a profit. Because they make money like a dozen different ways off of movies, and this is one of those types that they can, sell everywhere, and they're happy with it. It did good. It turned a profit within like a month or two, and they're going to continue to make money off of this for the next 50 years. And then afterwards, I was listening to a bread tuber. He was talking about Eric July. And I have a couple problems with bread tubers. Number one is they still support cancel culture. They miss it. They don't use it as much, but as soon as it becomes popular again, they will be going full bore. And cancel culture was evil. It was a kangaroo court that handed out death sentences. Now, the loophole in cancel culture is that you were expected to carry out your own death sentence. And if you didn't, things tended to get better. I swear, like, every month or so, they'll be announced like this, huge movie, and it'll be a guy that's like, didn't that guy get canceled? It's like, yeah, he got canceled really bad. But he didn't kill himself, and it kind of faded. Took a couple years, but he's back. So one of the things that's I get every day, it's like, woke Zach, you changed. It's like, no, I'm doing the same shit. Y'all motherfuckers changed because you guys, and I'm talking about conservative YouTubers, you lie all the time. You lie every fucking day. You coordinate lies. Now, I got to do a little break because I always get this like, what, Zach attacking Republicans? Conservative and Republican isn't the same thing. These are a group of conservative libertarian people who decided that since they consider the other side to be evil, they get to lie all the fucking time. I remember back in 2021, No Time to Kill was coming out, and that thing got delayed, but for like 2 years, all these guys were like, oh, woke, girl boss, all these reports, whatever, and then I saw it, and it wasn't woke, and it wasn't girl boss. Even better, the, what's her name, the woman with the birthmark on her forehead. She was in Indiana Jones. She did some work on the script. You could really tell what she did with the script, and it wasn't woke. It wasn't girl boss. It was actually to make the replacement female 007 like quirky. And I was like, oh, this is just quirky. I'm not like the other girls' style of humor. It's like, whatever. That's fine. That doesn't matter. But I was like stressing out because there was an expectation from the audience to call it woke, to call it girl boss. And there were all these channels like Nerdrotic and As, and I was like, fuck. Their audience really, really expects them to say this. And if they say that, it's a lie because it's not true. And if they start lying, I'm only going to be able to bite my tongue for so long, and it's going to be a huge fucking drama. And to their credit, in 2021, every single one of them said this wasn't woke, this wasn't girl boss. Like, relax. They weren't fans of what's his name, the blonde James Bond, but they gave it a fair review. And I was like, and then something in 2022, I think it was because of the money, because a lot of these channels that are very popular or very influential, they weren't. They were just, these guys were making a couple $100, maybe a couple thousand a month from Google AdSense revenue. These guys were still working their regular jobs. But I think it was the Amber Heard trial specifically that kind of bolstered a lot of them. And then at some point, man, the last straw for me was the Captain America Brave New World, which they started rumors that the movie had been reshot multiple times. Not that there were multiple rounds of reshoots, but that the movie, that they had basically filmed the entire movie and then scrapped it and then started over and I guess scrapped that. The most egregious part was Rob Liefeld. There was this tweet where he's like, they reshot this, or they shot this movie 4 times. And then Nerdrotic corrected him. He's like, no, it was just twice. That's all lie. Both of those are lie. You don't correct a lie with a lie. And I mean, like, everybody did this. All of those, even the nice guys, they all repeated a lie because it was profitable and because it bolstered their narrative. And I was just like, it was infuriating, but it was also really sad. It's like, you know, there's a point, you know, with friendships where you go, oh, we can't be friends anymore. Like, you don't have any integrity. And they all kind of like hand waved away. Like, they always use the excuse that this is funny. It's like, oh, Disney lost $100 billion. It's like, no, they didn't. Disney lost $100 million in this movie. No, they didn't. Disney, like, what? Jokes are funny for a reason. You're just laughing as a way to like brush it away. Like, no, it's fine. Oh, woke Zach's gone crazy. It's like, no, you are fucking liars with no integrity. Not much has changed in the channel. It's the same low effort thumbnails. It's the same, oh, this happened to me today, you know? Like, who gives a fuck? But whatever, I start the channel like that. Nothing's changed. You changed. You are liars now. You don't have integrity. You, it has been revealed, hate art. So I still haven't seen that Primitive War, but people who have that I trust are like, dude, this movie is complete dog shit. Like, you can't be like, oh, this is kind of like a sci-fi movie. They're like, it's not good enough to be a sci-fi movie. The only reason they recommended it, well, a couple reasons. Number one, the director basically flirted with them. He's like, we don't have a message in there. Wink, get it? Message. So, of course, Critical Drinker recommends it. And he doesn't know because he fucking lies. Critical Drinker, I need to re-emphasize this. I went through so much fucking stress and attacks for something that his own fans now admit that, yeah, he fucking lies. He's a movie reviewer who fucking fakes seeing movies. Not all of them, but enough that basically everyone's like, yeah, I'm not going to waste time acting like he sees these movies. He clearly fakes it. And none of them call it out. And they have called things out in the future. Ryan Cannell called out Doomcock. When Doomcock, who was always very clearly lying, his sources were like Reddit threads. And and finally, like, it got so egregious, he's just like, this guy's a fucking liar. And they kind of, you know, drew a line in the sand. Most of the people went with the Ryan Cannell and his side, the FNT guys. I don't know who went with Doomcock. I checked in on Doomcock. He seems to be doing about the same. There's not much to really complain about. There's not a lot of woke stuff. Not really anything woke has been greenlit since like 2022, 3 years ago. But yeah, so what changed? And like every day I get hooked. Haven't been to this channel in a long time. What happened to Zach? It's like, oh, my peers, so-called, turned out to be a bunch of liars with no integrity who just care about generally chump change Google AdSense revenue. Google AdSense is what it's called when you get the YouTube revenue. So they literally lie for money, and not even a lot of money. Like, you get any regular job, you will get paid more than 95% of anti-woke YouTubers. So I'm starting to get bitten by a lot of bugs. These bugs have changed. Woke bugs gone crazy. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.